5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the main word brought to you by Away with Words, the podcast. So today we're going to just deep dive. I was going to say dive deep and then deep dive, but I'm going to say deep dive. We're going to deep dive into a conversation about online dating, something that we all know all too well. So we're just going to jump into that thing. So, guys, I feel like that's like, you know, like white teachers will do that. Just gonna jump into that thing.
White teachers better not do that.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the pros and cons of some of the things that happen in online dating. So one of the things that take place in online dating is I feel like when you meet a person online, you have no choice but to get to know each other mentally before physically.
Right.
Because these are all conversations leading up to the actual interaction.
Right.
So, pros and cons of that, ladies, and do you feel like that's better or worse? I don't know, Asia.
I was gonna say I think that is better because it gives me chance.
It gives me chance. You're from Switzerland.
Because it gives me chance.
It gives me chance to. No, it gives me a chance to kind of feel out the person because I'm all about. And even once I get to like interact with a person, I'm all about filling out somebody. So like a lot of times when I meet up with somebody, I'm quiet because I'm just like assessing the person, assessing the atmosphere.
Dick, whether he has big dick
like
energy.
when I just see your dick. No.
Big dick energy.
Dick energy. BDE. So
like
I'm always just assessing like about the person, like depending on what our conversation is about, I'm gonna try to figure out like, which is a big thing for me, like were you raised by your parents, or you know, what's your relationship with your parents, or you know, do you work, what are your goals, like stuff like that. Stop it. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So yeah,
yes,
I think it can be a pro and a con because at the same time I'm iffy about somebody that wants to meet up very soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think like
What's soon, though?
yes, define
That
soon.
that depends.
like the same day.
Like,
Oh,
well, like
that's
what,
very soon.
What
Yeah.
time is it?
But you know, I feel like you live in like a area where it's like common to walk around and interact with
Yeah.
people. Like I live out in the suburbs, so if you come
You
meet
want to
up
drive
with
to
me,
this restaurant and come see me today?
yeah, right. You're gonna come. Like the only
Right.
option sometimes is like for you to come to my house, and I'm not comfortable with that all the time.
Or having an actual date. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
actually-
exactly.
It can't just be a let's meet up and talk.
Yeah, right. Because if
You really have to go somewhere.
exactly, and
Got it.
and like to me that says that you rush into things if you want to meet up the same
You rush
day.
into things.
And I'm not looking to rush into anything. I
Yeah.
need to take my
So
time.
you personally feel like it's a pro? Getting to talk a lot before
Yeah, I
actually
do.
meeting.
I do. I feel like it's a pro.
Bree story.
So I have some pro feelings and some con feelings. I definitely have the pro feeling of just the general, like, just the being able to shop, so to speak. It's really like online shopping. It's really just like, oh, I like this, I like that. And then finding
That's
that
the other
person,
thing.
and then also, yeah, that's just going to be the other thing. But then when you get into that point where you're having a conversation with someone, you start to like, you can wean people out so quickly throughout that process as
Yes.
opposed to it being like, oh, I'm going to meet this person next week and I'm going to meet this person this week. You know, like having all of these dates set that just for you to get disappointed 9 times out of 10 where you can just nip it in the bud and get it all out of the, you know, get it all out of the way. But at the same time, though, I really am very particular about the timing in which we start doing things. I really think that we need to nip it in the bud as far as like, if we like each other on this site enough, let's go ahead and exchange these numbers. Let's go ahead and start texting. Let's go ahead and start getting on these phone calls and stuff, because it's very difficult when you've been messaging someone back and forth for a certain amount of time, and then you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm going to meet you now a week later or 2 weeks later, and it's like, actually, I have no physical chemistry with you. Like, I'm not attracted to you. I met someone a couple weeks ago who has what I would like to call a smoker's mouth, and that is not sexy.
What is that?
You
Sticky
know,
breath?
Like he
Nasty
smells?
teeth?
it's like a teeth and a lip thing.
You can taste the tobacco.
I wasn't going to kiss that person, you know. So it was just like, I feel like a little, you know, you feel a little bit of the sting of like, was my time wasted? Because we've been talking for like a week.
Did you like them until you met them?
Yeah, for sure. But smoker's mouth is a deal breaker for me.
I want to see what that looks like.
I'll show you a picture.
Of
Not,
him?
I'll show you a picture. No,
Sweden too.
it's in Switzerland.
I definitely
Yes.
I definitely feel like dating online and having so much of like the talking portion before meeting. I definitely feel like that is a pro.
Yeah.
Because I think that the same way how people say that like sex can cloud things, physical attraction can cloud things as well. Like if I see you at a party, see you from across the room or something, and I'm just like automatically turned on from the way you carry yourself, how you're talking to people. When we actually start talking, I already have this feeling of like excitement,
Yeah.
like this happiness that I'm just talking to you, period. So I'm already kind of from jump overlooking small things that I might not if I don't know you at all. If all we have is conversation, anything you say that's stupid, it's like, I'm done with this nigga. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you. This is stupid. But if I'm already super sexually attracted to you and I done already seen you in a party and already peeped the scene, when you say something stupid, I'm going to just tell my friends, like, it was a little stupid, but we about to go out. Like, it was a little, I didn't really understand what he meant by that, but
I don't
I'll let
think
you
he
know.
understands
All right,
what he
I'm gonna go
meant by
find out and let you know what he said. Like, so I just think that physical attraction definitely can cloud
I agree.
judgment, make you accept things you normally wouldn't accept, and talking on the phone and texting a lot definitely allows you to really fill out a person.
Yeah.
And really, especially if you're having a genuine connection. If you're
Yeah.
talking to this person like all day, every day, and really just having different conversations constantly, like you really get to know them.
Yeah.
So,
And then the
I
best
like
case
it.
scenario then is that you meet up with the person and you're just as physically attracted. So it's
Yeah.
like we're on the same coin but different ends. Because I don't like getting to a point where like, damn, I liked you so much, but like being like a physical attraction to me is very important. You don't have to be physically attractive, like in a typical way. Like I've only had a few niggas in my life who were like typically attractive. Like typically attractive as in if
Like
he walked down
everybody
here,
would find
everybody
him.
was like, that nigga is fine. I only had 4 of those in my roster.
4, you knew the exact number.
Definitely.
Already.
Like this nigga, because it's rare, you know? A lot of times you
Who
meet
are they?
Luke, Patrick.
I know 2, maybe 3. Shoot, do I know 4?
I know- no, actually-
'Cause I feel like I know 3.
Whole time it's actually just 3. Because the other person,
I know
like,
him then.
the other person is not really typically attractive,
I know
but he
3.
is to me.
I know them all.
No, 3 definitely.
We'll go through those.
Yeah,
Right
let's
now.
go.
Okay.
No, but like the alphabet.
No, but it's true what you were saying though, because with those 3 niggas,
Yeah.
I put up with like shit that would definitely be, and these aren't even online dating situations, but like I've definitely put up with situations or just like with themes of things around, you know,
Because you
like,
peep them beforehand.
and it's like this nigga fine,
Yeah, like you've already decided I want him. So once you
Yes.
somehow get him, now it's like,
And
okay,
then
I'm about
it's
to see if I
like-
can make this work anyway. Like I'm about to try.
It's like, and then you start like doing that juggling act where it's like, can I get past this? Like, can I get past this other thing? Like, my man, y'all already know, like, niggas was out here wilding, and I was just like, man, like, cool, tight, I'll be here.
Because you could be
Like,
fine as hell online, and I'll still be like, no, I don't have time for this. Like, this is stupid.
Oh, see, if you
Like-
find a line, I think I still fuck around with the fuck around.
Not if I
until-
haven't seen you.
Oh, right.
Right,
Oh,
I'm talking
right,
about
right,
like
right.
if I haven't, like
Yeah.
in that first, I feel like I talk to people at least, well, backtrack, I probably only met 2 people that I've ever met online. So I don't have like
Yeah.
just hella fucking experience about online dating and
Me
meeting
neither.
up with people.
I do.
But like
lying.
I do feel like at a good 2 weeks typically passes before I actually end up seeing the person.
But I feel like
So-
Tati is like how niggas be like sending off. I feel like you're the send off with niggas.
Babe,
I feel like a nigga would be like, I really want to see you, and you be like, okay,
Me
baby.
too.
Okay, wait. Here's another thing as well, though. What you have to learn about dating me as well now, too. I am a mother. So now I no longer have the ability to just
Yeah, pick
up and go.
Yeah.
I can't pick up and go. I can't, like, a lot of the times if I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. It does really sound good. But I'm only saying that because I really don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. It's not
Yeah,
because I'm
yeah, yeah.
actually trying
You're
to
not
send
trying to
somebody
send-
out.
right,
Yeah, like I
right.
really just don't know. I never really know until I know. Like, if you want to date me, you have to put real planning and effort into it because I'm never going to be the girl that you can just you'll never be able to just call me and be like, come out. Because I can't do
I'm
it
like,
now.
where you at?
And I miss having that ability to just be like, okay, here I come, but I can't do
You
that.
outside? Okay, let me put
I'll be
my
like,
little
that's
ass.
nice.
I
Let me
would-
know how to go.
That's exactly how a dog ass nigga got me. One of them fine ones. Remember?
I'm like, where you at?
Yeah, where it was like, but I've been texting you all day during the daytime and you wasn't texting me back. But you hit me up at like midnight talking about what you were doing. Come outside. And I'm like,
Look at Aja. Aja is so happy and turned on.
I love
By the
somebody.
She's just looking at
If
you
it's
like,
somebody that I genuinely like just to pull up on me, I'll be like,
no, but
okay.
when you stop fucking with your own worth because the nigga is just that fine, like
when you
I
like
literally,
losing out on sleep and stuff.
I mean, it was a Tuesday. We were in college, so like I definitely had class the next morning. But like I met this nigga and was texting this nigga, and he was not texting me back. Like he was giving me no daytime play. Like during the day, he wasn't texting me back at all. But at midnight, what you doing?
were you sleeping with this one? Did you sleep with this person?
You looked her up and
Stop.
down.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Were you
At-
sleeping
at
with
that
this
point?
person? Right. Yeah.
No,
at that point.
I wanted
Okay.
to fuck very badly, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come outside. So I did.
Okay.
You remember that
You
night?
came outside and you slept with him that night? Is what you're saying?
Definitely.
Okay, I know you. Okay, I was trying to figure out like.
And then I continued to realize like, no, this nigga don't care about me. He doesn't
Then
like
she
me.
went crazy though, because
did.
then
I ended up having to block
she
him.
ended it off of just
Because I knew I was losing my
Spazzing
mind.
out.
Because he looked too
You have to
good.
really
And
grab
like
it.
when have you ever been around that nigga? Fuck that nigga, okay?
no,
No,
fuck that nigga.
I love him. He's a great guy, but fuck that nigga.
No, I love
but
him. She's still crazy.
I love him.
She's
He's
still
a great
crazy.
guy. I can see my life ahead, but fuck
Man, fuck him.
She's crazy.
No, he's currently blocked on my phone. It's 2018. I met this nigga in 2011.
In 11.
Damn,
And
I'm old, y'all.
We're grown. But anyway, I have a question. One more question. I mean, I have another question about the online dating thing. How many times have you actually been on the online datings and matched with a person that you really looked at their pictures and was like, this nigga is fine? I feel like that's very rare. I feel like there are a lot of elements in online dating where it's like, I'm like, your bio is clever, so I'm gonna swipe right. But like, I have like twice every fucking 15 swipes am I looking at somebody like, this nigga look good as fuck and I want him.
I did that once and I met up with him, but when I met up with him, he was balding, so
Oh shit.
it wasn't as great.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
He's still
Niggas
cool, he's still
that
talk.
I typically
still talk.
find.
He probably give good head because he
I don't know.
losing his hair.
We're platonic friends now.
Because he losing his hair.
Y'all are crazy. Niggas that I typically find, like the find you were just talking about with
Yeah.
your boy from 2011. Niggas that I typically that type
Who
of
is it?
find. The same way you said he wasn't texting you back in the day, like during the daytime, they're usually very
Like that.
aloof. Like they're very just like you can't
'Cause
really.
they got bitches everywhere.
Yeah, so
They don't
those
need
type
us.
of guys. I have matched with those types, like, but it never ends up going anywhere because, like, as I'm talking to them, I'm just kind of like.
This
This is a waste of time. Like, you're not talking
Yeah.
about shit. You're not trying to really, like,
They're just looking
you're
for
just
somebody
here.
to chase them.
Yeah, like, you're just here. And I don't have time to put that type of effort.
That was good.
So, but that's also, so do you feel like, I know Aisha as well, do you guys feel like online dating, you have the power to swipe left or swipe right? So, you
Right.
have the option of saying, I'm physically attracted enough to this person so they can talk to me.
Right.
Do you feel like that's a negative or a positive? Because in real life, you know, you could come up on some
Anybody.
people that you might not have looked twice at, but then they turn out to be love of your life or something. So do you think that's
Sure.
a positive or a negative?
Like the ability to be like, yeah.
Yeah, like if you walking down State Street, when I used to be in school and I was walking down State Street every day,
Back in the
and you
day.
got like the different men and stuff that like say things to you. If as you were walking down the street before you got up to these men, you could have been like swipe left, swipe
Yeah,
left,
not
swipe
him,
left, and
not
just
him, not him.
cut all that out.
Yeah.
Like, do
yeah.
you feel like that's a negative or positive?
I think that it's definitely a positive, especially because I'm kind of against this, but at the same time, I'm glad that niggas do this. Like, every time I see a dude post, it annoys me, but I'm glad that they're doing it. Like, cause I'm genuinely not interested in men with kids, right? So when I see somebody post their children on Tinder,
On dating apps, I hate it.
I'm gonna say
that's big.
it's very off-putting. It's very off-putting, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm glad that I know now, because I would be very frustrated if I got too deep into it. Yeah,
I can tell you in our first
You can
conversation
do
I
that.
have a daughter.
Yeah.
I don't mean, why
Yeah.
would Cassidy
that's
be
the
on
thing,
Tinder?
it doesn't matter
That's
to me
weird.
if you
That
have
makes no
children.
sense.
Very
But I would
strange.
never share my child on a
Yeah,
date.
it's very
Tinder.
If I think you're a weirdo, what would I want you looking at my kid for? Like,
I think it's very strange, and that's what I mean when I say dudes don't be thinking in the same way that we. But I think that it's strange. But at the same time, I do like the ability to like look into someone's life to that extent and
Right.
immediately say no. Like
Right.
not have to go through the whole extent of finding out. Like I asked him this and I asked him that, and through this conversation, I found out he had a wife, or I found out this.
Shit.
Like
Through the conversation, I found out he had a wife.
no, because you know,
That's
how many
wild.
people on Tinder on there with their spouses or whatever, and they just be looking for a third and stuff. I like that. That's right there. I like that you didn't try to lure me in with just your nigga, and me and your nigga get to talking, and he'd be like, "Okay, so check it out." Me and my wife,
Mine is over there.
like
Yeah.
my wife and
You
I are
wanna
trying
come back
to,
with
and
us.
it's just
You
like
wanna come back with us.
that's fucked up. Like so, I like to be able to be like, "Oh, that is a no." Like you have a hard no right on your bio, so I can see that you have children. I can see that you're in a relationship, and that's enough for me. So I do think that is a plus.
I think it's a plus for people that are like us. I feel
Yeah.
like for some people that's a negative. People that have very strict, like rules and people that have a strict type. Like people
Yeah.
that are strictly like, I only want to date her if she light skin, curly hair, green eyes.
Right.
Like those are the type of people that I feel like it's a negative for, because you're missing out on so much of the world. Like, it's nothing wrong with having a type. It's nothing wrong with having a type of person that you're the most attracted to. But if it's to the point where you're literally like, is he brown skin? No. Like, if
Yeah.
you literally can't even
Yeah.
fathom the idea or give it a chance or a possibility, if they somehow get out of that type, then it's like you're missing out on too much of the world.
Right.
So I think for those type of people, it's a negative, because it's just further fueling the problem and allowing them to feel like this is okay. But like people like us that are like, I feel like, open to all the world has
All you
to
need is a
offer
big
in a
dick.
sense. No. but then I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing to
She has a
just be
confession?
able-
I'm gonna
Yes.
confess it off of the camera.
Oh. But so yeah, I feel like it can be good and bad. It just depends on the type of
Yeah.
person that you are, the
Yeah.
type of life that you live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
We're your life partners.
we are. You
You
ain't going nowhere.
yeah, what about you? Do you think that that's good or bad?
Reiterate the question one more time.
So you would think that it's a good thing that you're able to just like literally say yes or no at the swipe of a fucking hand, like that you can look at someone
Like being physically.
like you can physically look at someone and say no, or you can physically look at someone and say yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a con in it. I think it's a pro just specifically because, like, I know what I want. And not even so much that. I know what I don't want. So if I know what I don't want, then, and I see you displaying those qualities that I don't want from looking at your pictures or your
Smoking
bio,
blacks. If you're smoking a black and mild, you're fucked up.
yeah, I'm going to have to just,
black and mild.
I wouldn't mind that. I used to like the way black and mild smell, but I used to like me a little
hate
hood
all
nigga.
smells.
I like the
whatever.
smell of black and milds, but from a distance, and not from the nigga that's gonna have his fucking face in my twat later.
Oh yeah, charcoal pussy ain't good for nobody. No, that's the thing. Richard Pryor was having sex with Foxy Brown. What's her real name?
Oh, I'm like.
That is Pam
I'm like
Grier.
Pam Grier.
Oh, I said not the rapper.
Didn't
No.
The only thing I heard about them is that he would put a little cocaine on the tip of his dick so he wouldn't come fast.
No, he would actually be snorting so much cocaine that the doctor had to tell her, like, you can't fuck him no more because whenever he's ejaculating cocaine into your walls. He made her barren. She couldn't have sex. I mean, she couldn't have children because of that.
Are you serious?
Pam Grier?
Mm-hmm.
That's very
See?
serious.
Mind
Was that
blown.
like her man?
Yeah, they were
Oh,
together.
okay.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I
That's
think that's a good
fucked
place to wrap up this conversation. About
About no invite.
Huh?
And they wasn't even online dating. That
Oh,
just goes to show it's a risk at any time.
Okay, so look, and this is another thing, right? So in the quest of on this journey of online dating, we come across, especially as women, we come across a lot, like, niggas are coming at you hard and fast, right?
Hard and fast.
So,
Hard and fast.
so a lot of
That's how they
things.
come.
So a couple of things have been brought to my attention through talking to like a mass amount of niggas, and it's an epidemic. So here's what happens: the nigga says, "What you doing?" I'm sorry to call them niggas, but you know what I mean.
They are.
A dude
These
said-
ones are niggas.
But yeah. He says, "What you doing?" You say,
He says, "What you?"
I just made a grilled cheese. Stop it, everyone. I say, I'm chilling. I just made a grilled cheese sandwich, and his response is, "Without me, damn, I can't."
Why you
get
didn't
no-
make me one?
Why you
Am
didn't
I?
make me a
That,
sandwich?
don't.
Wait a minute. So here's the thing, though. First of all, I should have brought my phone. I fucked up. It's okay.
We can pull it up for you.
No, I didn't send this to y'all because I forgot all about it. But I asked on Instagram just what that is and where that came from, and I got a lot of different answers from a lot of different niggas.
Really? What they
And
tell us?
two
What did
niggas,
niggas say?
and neither of them answered me when I asked for clarification on this. Two niggas specifically told me that this originated in 2009, and I need receipts. I
They
need
said
to-
this originated in
they-
2009.
They said it's two separate men referenced 2009.
Do they
when
know
I
each other?
when I asked, not to my
Let's say
knowledge.
y'all graduated high school.
When I asked like where does that come from, just like that, and I know every girl knows what I'm talking about when I say like a dude ask me what you doing, you responded, and then them being like, damn, without me, or damn, no invite, damn, can I, blah blah blah, and it's like the thing that irritates me about this is just that there's no logic within it. It's like it's literally I've come to the conclusion that there's no intent behind these words. Like you're not serious.
Really, yeah.
You're not literally, because I literally had a conversation with a dude and I sent the screenshot to y'all, and basically it was like no invite, and I asked him like, what is that? What does that mean? Like, why do y'all do that? And he was just like, laughed about it, like, I don't know, it's just like flirting, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was just like, that's
So-
really stupid. But then an hour after that, because I had stopped texting him because we was just going crazy in our group chat, but an hour later I texted him again to just be like, so what's up, what you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm on my way to do such and such. Like, had a plan for your Friday night. So had I actually invited you, why are you saying that? Why are you just saying things? Like, you're literally just like, no invite. But if I would have been like, oh, you're right, I totally meant to invite you and didn't, so come over, you would have been like, oh, I got this thing though. Like, what the fuck are you? Like,
Actually, I'm at the airport getting ready to fly
and
out.
every dude that answered me on Instagram though, none of them said anything about like being intentional or anything about it actually being a way to try to like slide on a girl. Like, everybody is saying to me in one way or another that it's literally just something
Just
to
flirting.
say.
But see, I think
And we're saying on air right now, we needed to stop. We need you to stop doing that. We need you to find something else to say. If I tell you I'm making a grilled cheese, ask me what kind of cheese I made. Ask me what kind of cheese I used. Ask me what kind of pan I'm using. Ask me if I use butter or olive oil. Don't
Like
fucking
Alexa.
say, don't fucking, and if you want to really come through,
you make a grilled cheese.
it really
But
drives me crazy.
I think when niggas first started saying that, I feel like they wanted to be invited over, but niggas,
But they just be embarrassed.
but they just be stupid.
They be
but
scared.
also, it's just like I hate anything that's like
Corny.
without me, like or dang, like can I get some? Like if you say like I'm about to eat, can I get some? And I just be like I'll save you some. Bitch,
I don't ever
you're
do
not
that.
getting any. First of
I
all,
say
you're not
no.
taking a shower with me. You're not laying down with me. You're not watching a movie with me. You're not getting any of my food. That's dead ass.
That means all those things happen.
These are
No.
all the constituents of dating I should know at his show.
No, but
You're not
don't
dating.
ask me that. Don't ask me that. Why would I? This
It
is our
doesn't make
first, especially
sense.
like when we just started texting. Why would I say like? Why are you saying without me? Of course, without you.
Why
You know
would
what that
I
was
be
cute to
doing
me?
anything with
That
you?
was cute to me as like a high schooler and like a middle school.
2009. I
I
said
did.
2009 perhaps.
2008.
No, 2009. I was grown, but I was 18. I was a grown up then. So no, not 2009.
Cool.
But I'm talking about as a child when
You
nobody,
really couldn't
yeah,
make
when
that
nobody
move.
had cars, when nobody
Yeah.
had cars, when it all literally, when you knew for
That's
a
even
fact.
dumber.
But I'm saying, then
That's
it was
flirting at that point.
right. It was like then I knew for a fact we're
It's still dumb, though, 'cause
flirting
you
right
still
now.
can't come to me.
Like we're
It's
having
obvious
fun.
to me.
Yeah, it was obvious. It was like an obvious thing. Like
Nobody can come
we're
to
both
me
in the
if you
house.
want to.
We both have bedtimes. Like
It's 9 o'clock.
neither
I
one of
had
us can
bedtime
go
since I was
anywhere.
in
So it was
fourth
just
grade,
cute.
child.
Like oh, like stop stop it or something like that. But yeah, like he's so cute. Like girl, he was like I would come over there if I could. Like
I wish that makes more sense.
that's
Oh,
the
I
cute
would come
stuff.
over there if I could, or oh, I wish I was there too, but not damn without me. That makes no
Because
sense.
you
When was it ever
and it's also intentional. You're also making it seem like I'm gonna do this without this nigga. Right. On purpose. No, nigga.
When was it ever with you?
My whole high school boo, he could be like, "Oh, you about to lay down without me?" And then my response was like, "Damn,
We
I
finna be on the
know."
phone and, like, we
Oh, you was fast.
Like, damn, like I wish you was here. Like,
She was slow.
No,
No,
but
she was-
the only
I was
time,
very
the only time that is
slow, but-
acceptable, the only time it is acceptable for you to say without me as a response to a girl saying
Is
something
going to
is
church.
if no is if you had already started something with this young woman. Like if you and this young woman went to McDonald's on Sunday and y'all sat there and y'all ate 20-piece nuggets together, and then next Tuesday she go to McDonald's, you can then
Yeah.
say without me,
Like
because
watching TV
because at
shows.
some
Go.
point,
yeah, like watching Power and shit. Like you could be like,
if we
"Without
watch,
me?"
if we watch
Like,
Power
yeah.
every night, whether it's on the phone or I wait till you get over here before I watch that show, and that's our show, and then next week I just randomly like, yeah, I'm sitting here watching Power. Then you're free to say without me because we've already started. This is
Yeah.
already a historical event that
It's
is ours.
historical.
It is already an event that is ours. Don't
We
just
made it
randomly
ours, yeah.
fucking changing my tire without me.
Next time they say without me, be like, actually, yeah, because I'm with this other nigga. That's what I can start doing.
I'm just in
Don't
the
be
space
scared.
of like wanting to understand. I just really want to understand things, and I've come to the conclusion that it has no intent behind it. It has no message. So, ladies, next time a nigga does the without me thing to you, just say to them, think of something else. Just say, like, this is how many seconds you have to come up with a better response to this because you're bored. And if you're that bored, go find something to do. Get off my phone. Stop.
Breathe me.
It's
Or
a
just ask,
no.
can I come over?
Just ask if that's what you want to do. But that,
Yeah, because if you
that's
if
not
the
the problem is that they
Because
never
they
really
don't
want
want
to.
to.
The issue is they don't really want to
Yeah.
come
Because
over.
if
They're
they
just
say without
talking.
me and then you be like, well, do you want to come over? I can make you
No,
one.
I'm on my way to the such and such though. But it's like, oh, why the fuck did you
don't
ask me if
want
I
to just say,
invited?
have a good night.
Yeah, that's it. Just
Ew,
say
Don't
me.
make that face.
Just
Or
say
that smirk.
enjoy.
Ew.
Stop it.
I'm
If I say I made a grilled cheese, you can tell me to enjoy
That's
it.
Jasmine.
You can be like, damn.
You
I'm
could be like,
hungry.
"Damn, when I come over, you gonna make me one."
When I see you, I hope you keep that
Yeah.
same cheese
keep
energy.
that same
keep
energy
that same cheese in it.
and make me some
Anyway,
food,
so
bitch.
that is where we're gonna wrap up. I'm very excited to be able to talk about these things with you all. Please
Yeah.
reach out in the comments because we know we're not the only people going through these things and doing all the online
wanna
dating.
start-
I want
Tell
to
us
start
what
a
we
support
missed.
group for women who have niggas in their DMs talk about someone without me. I want to start a support group called Without You Yes.
Ooh.
Without You Yes.
No, just tell us what you like.
She's so fucking unsupportive.
Tell us what we
I'm not
missed.
reading no more of your books.
Tell us what we missed. Yes, you are. Tell us what
I
you
am.
missed. Tell us what we missed, and tell us what you would like us to talk about in the
Yes.
future.
If you're watching this from the AMASH page, comment below. If you're watching it from the AMASH channel, comment below. Or you can hit us up in our DMs. You can follow us at Away Words of Podcast on all the places to be followed. You can follow me at Brie.stories on Instagram and at Brie_stories on Twitter and at A_Tati on Instagram and at Hey Tati on Twitter at Ajano Asia at Ajano Asia everywhere. Yes,
Yes,
everywhere.
everywhere.
And MJM Kid would like to hear some too. So if you got something for him, make sure that you're
Oh,
following
I
him.
hate his fingers.
Slide in his DMs. He loves it. He loves all the attention that you're giving him. We love it.
Do the most.
Hit us up as well if you want us to continue doing main words. If you have any thoughts, suggestions, we would love to
Questions.
talk about all the things that you guys are talking about. You ladies, you men, everybody. And that's it. Everybody say bye.
Bye.